Good day, everybody. Today we're going to be painting the base coat on the torso. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be because I don't expect that to take too long. I might start working on the waist piece if the video seems like it's going to be too short. I'm just going to be doing a lot of airbrushing in this video, but first I got to take everything apart. But we might start working on the torso after that, so let's just go ahead and just get started. Alright, so this is going to be the first time I'm using this Pledge Floor Gloss. I've heard a lot of good things about it. You can use it to gloss up your parts to help protect them. So I'm going to try that. This is the first time, so let's just do it. If things go wrong, I'm quitting. I tried using the black primer to help me do some highlighting or pre-shading. Some people call it. I don't know what you want to call it, but I tried going and highlighting the blue parts on the surfaces, but on the sides there should be some. Everything was primed black, and I tried just spraying blue on like the front surfaces. There is a subtle shading on these pieces, but the problem I think is that when I do it correctly, the pieces are too black on some spots. Like this piece, maybe you can tell, but it's just a little discolored. I think it would be better off if I just painted it blue and then highlighted it with like a light blue, because when you try to blend it at the end, you end up kind of losing the highlighting. On top of that, when I do that, it's a little too subtle for the blues. You can in person, on camera it's a little hard to see. In person you can see that there are highlights, but they're not really pretty. I would say the black shadows is a little too much for me. The yellow pieces are actually giving me some trouble. The paint, I'm using the Vallejo Model Air yellow, or medium yellow. And it's very thin. It's like a little too thin. So I couldn't really highlight with it, and now the yellow pieces look a little odd. I might repaint those. But I actually have no idea on how to spray the yellows. Every other color I had no issue with, but the yellows are just too thin. So I'm going to have to figure that out. Hopefully when I get to the yellow parts later, I'll have that ready. I think I'm going to spray an orange on the yellow parts and then highlight with the yellow. Same thing with all the other pieces. I'm going to do like a base regular color and then highlight with a lighter color. The black primer was just kind of messing me up everywhere, so... Actually, you know what? I'll do that now. I'm going to spray this with like an orange. And then I'm going to try to figure out how to do the highlights, because that is like a major issue. Like I can't have yellow messing up every single time. So let's actually take a detour in the video and do that now. Alright, so this is my test piece. It's a spoon, yes. I've painted it orange. It's an odd orange on camera. Hopefully I can fix that. But I'm going to be spraying the yellow over this orange, and hopefully things go a lot better than when I was spraying it over red, because I first put some red over and I thought I was going to build up some yellow highlights, but that did not work out. So maybe starting with something closer to yellow would help. So I'm going to try that now. Alright, so you can kind of see what I've been practicing. Easy solution, actually. You kind of have to spray a little bit of yellow, just a bit, and then let it dry off to the side, come back, do it again, and keep doing it over and over again until it actually looks the way you want it. I had to go over the yellow about 5 different times. So I think the issue I'm having with some of the brighter colors is just I'm not I'm not building them up slowly, basically, which sounds like a pain, but it works. Alright, so I kind of just wanted to show what we're working with here. I want to actually look at everything together, because I'm actually going to be changing completely the way I've been painting this thing, and hopefully some things I might stick with, like the way I painted the whites and the blues, that's fine, but the way I'm painting some of the lighter colors, like the reds and the yellows, we're going to be going a different approach with that. Originally I was going to paint all of the torso pieces so I can assemble it together. That seems like that might not be well, it's not necessarily a bad idea. I might stick with it. It's just when I paint these yellow pieces, I suppose I have to focus a lot of time on these yellow pieces. I have to let them dry every time I put some yellow down, and I could be painting other yellow pieces. But if that's the case, it might be specifically when I work with yellows, I might just paint all the yellow pieces at once, and everything else I can go ahead and do separate. But let's take a look at this. I just want to get a good gauge of how everything is doing, because tomorrow I'm going to be, or not, because in the next video I'm going to be touching everything up, and if there's anything that needs touch up, I'd rather know now. Alright, so I just kind of wanted to look at this. The yellow pieces are kind of not ruined, but they don't look too well at the moment. When I do a flat coat, they'll look a little bit better. But the colors are coming out like I intended them to. I was afraid that the reds were a little too dark, but they actually look just right once I put them next to the rest of the pieces. Same thing with the white pieces. I thought they were going to be too dark, but once you put them next to the blue pieces, everything's fine. I haven't put anything completely together yet because all these pieces are going to need details painted in. I'm planning on adding a lot of like black. I think that would be really nice. A lot of blacks, a lot of golds, some silvers. But so far so good. I just need to plan better how I do my yellows. That's basically it. But that's going to be it for this video. Next video, a lot of masking, details, and hopefully we can finish the torso. There's still quite a bit of airbrushing left to do. I need to do like the purple effect that goes on the sides here. I need to airbrush the inside of this circle. I am actually going to go with like a black. I think either a black or a... I think either a black... I think either a pure black or maybe black with like a clear green over it should be good. But I really like the gloss that I used. That Pludge gloss actually works amazing. I'm very happy with it. So that'll be at the end of this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. If you have any tips for painting yellow, go ahead and let me know. Although I feel like I think I was just being impatient with it. I think I know what to do now. It's also going to solve a lot of issues I had with other colors like orange and red. Now that I know to just let it sit, add a different layer a couple minutes later, it's all good. But thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.